The Notaries Unsealed podcast is brought to you by the Notary Success System and Captivated Notary Marketing Solutions. Coming up on this episode.
Set up your own Amazon account, that 30-day business account.
That I won't want to look at the 1-star and the 2-star because I don't want them to tell me something I don't want to know because I just want to buy it.
Oh man, so Santa Claus, probably a shotgun.
Real smooth this time. We know Notaries Unsealed. This my everyday life. Yeah. We know Notaries Unsealed. Every day I hustle out here living it right. Let's go. We know Notaries Unsealed. Put the stamp down and stop in front of the mic. Here we go. Took the game over. We home now. We soldiers. Griff, Mathurin, and Q the podcast. You can't hold us. Y'all heard the word. Y'all heard the word. Griff, Mathurin, and Q. Yeah, we on the verse. So diverse.
Welcome back to another episode of Notaries Unsealed. I'm your host, Quentin Smith, and I got my guys with me, Mathurin and Uncle Griff. Say what's up to the people, fellas.
What's going on, folks? Hope you guys are having a good day. It is another beautiful day here. And, I'm just happy to be back with the fellas.
Yeah, man. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, same here, man. Yep, everything's good. Just sitting here chilling, ready for another great topic.
Yeah, I'm excited for us to finally get a chance to talk. The holiday season has just begun. We're just moving past the Turkey Day. Cyber Monday just passed us. Hopefully you guys were able to grab some good deals. Is there anything that you were looking at this year specifically, Griff?
You know what? To be honest, not at the moment. Because I be just buying up stuff all throughout the year.
I know, it's so hard, man. Like, sometimes you want to wait and you know that those like special internet deals are coming up, but then it's like, well, I kind of need it right now.
Yeah. It's like the J, what was it? Is it JG Wentworth that, it's your money. It's your money is in hell.
Hey, shout out to JG Wentworth, by the way. I have done a couple of signings for them in my local area, and they're using a lot of these smaller signing companies out there, and they are paying on time, and they're paying pretty good money for very little bit of work. So I had one of their clients that I ended up doing 3 appointments for, and one of the appointments required one notary signature, and he had a couple other forms that he needed to sign. I think I might have printed out maybe 17 pages. I got paid $90 on that one. And then the 2 other appointments, I had no notarizations. They just liked the fact that I had built a rapport with the gentleman. I was able to go and get this done for them quickly, the way that they had wanted it done when I read the instructions, because they had kind of special instructions there. So on each of those, I signed nothing. The guy signed, I think, maybe 3 times in total. And each one of those appointments were $75.
Yeah, you can't beat that right there.
Yeah, and the guy was 5 minutes from my house.
Look at that. $75.
I know, right?
5 minutes away from your house. Gas prices are high, but you're not really wasting gas.
Yeah, so shout out to JG Wentworth. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh yeah. Nah, I think I've done maybe a couple appointments. Maybe I want to say last year. Pretty much the same thing. It was not a lot. It didn't require a lot. Easy money, and they pay decent. And just like you say, Q, they pay on time. So we're not worrying about no net 45, net 90. We're not doing any of that. So
yeah, net 120.
That's gonna be the next one. Don't give them no ideas, Griff.
Net 120.
Don't give them no ideas.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. All right.
180, 180 days, and we're gonna pay you something.
Look, if companies get to net 180,
I may actually go out of character with that and send them a nice little emoji back with a middle finger for that one.
Yeah, that's a slap in the face right now.
I'll get myself blacklisted for that. Like, what? Man. Net 120?
Look, just net 30 alone that's bad. I know that's the common one, but. Imagine
having to wait net 20 for $50.
I know.
That don't make sense.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't make sense at all, man. Wow.
I mean, you get it now.
Well, it shows they don't have their cash flow together.
But I just got something that came through for net 90, and it was like a $65 order. I'm like, really? You can't pay me $65 before 90 days? What sense does this make?
Yeah, nah, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing you guys need to be aware of, as far as 'cause a lot of company are changing their policies, and I'm sure it's just gonna get worse as the holiday comes. Some of these company owners, they're probably gonna be on vacation doing their thing, and then completely forget that they owe you money.
Oh yeah, I implore everyone, especially right around now, make sure that you're reading those contract terms when you're accepting these orders. Go back after you accept it and make sure that you verify when you're getting paid, because they're sliding things in there now.
Oh yeah.
They're not sending out no email. Even if you was doing if you work for them before, they're not sending out mass emails letting you know that their payment options have changed.
Nope. They're just sneaking up on you. Definitely read those terms, because you might just end up getting paid next holiday.
Forget living paycheck to paycheck. You live holiday to holiday.
It's a cold world, man.
So speaking of the holidays, man, this is a great time when there's a lot of sales going on. We just came off of Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Sorry we didn't have an episode about that, but we're getting to you now. I hope you guys enjoyed the Samantha Smith episode. We really enjoyed making that. Shout out to Samantha Smith again, man. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah,
we really appreciated it, and hopefully we can get you on again in 2023. But we are in the holiday season, and 'tis the season to be nice to your business and buy yourself a couple gifts. Of course you got to take care of the family, but don't forget about your own business now. Right? We got to shop for ourselves when the deals are available for us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
On Amazon.
Yeah, I'm gonna find something. I mean, I ain't got nothing pressing on my mind right now, but I will find
Griff,
something.
you don't need anything else, Griff. You're like 007 to the max. You don't need anything else.
No, Griff does need something. Griff, he needs a 3D printer.
You know what? That might be next.
Look, man, I'm already looking. Look, I got 2 printers in there and 3 trays. So I got 2 printers and 3. Man, I don't need no more printers. I'm good. And I got 2 scanners.
Griff, check this out though. Outside of the notary world, why don't you get yourself a 3D printer, right? So that way, all those little knickknacks and things that need to be fixed around the house, you could just make it yourself. I mean, you was already there when God created the earth. Which I wanted to ask you a question. He didn't create the sun and the moon according to the book of Genesis until the 4th day. So the rest of the 3 days, how was they able to know when the day ended? That's just a question that I have. I'm going to stop right there. But you was there. I mean, you was there. You'd have the answer. But
well, we had night vision goggles, so we just went with the night vision goggles. That's all.
We were soul searchers.
That's why you think my eyes big. That's why
night vision goggles.
We see the energy
all that
in
night
there.
light in. And then them fireflies, because them fireflies was big back then. So we just ride on the back of them.
There's fire dragons.
Yeah.
Now we getting into Avatar.
Oh man,
y'all was connected.
Hey, you know what? Some folks still connected now. They just don't know it.
Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, man, the 3D printer. I think that'd be a good thing for you to get. I'm gonna spend your money for you. How about that? Buy yourself a 3D printer so that way you can start making all the little parts and stuff instead of running to the hardware store. You can make them yourself.
Yeah.
Right, and then you can put it on YouTube.
But then I gotta sit there and design them, man.
I'll do the design. That's what I do, man.
Yeah. Well, I still got the engraver that I haven't started using yet.
Oh, yeah, very true.
The laser engraver.
You know what, Griff? I'm actually. Can we get a Notaries Unsealed sign? You got to make a Notaries Unsealed sign. I'll send you over the logo.
Yeah, I just need the graphic, and that's one of my next moves is to set that up. I just haven't had time to actually do it. As a matter of fact, today I was cleaning out my new office area, which seemed like I made a bigger mess, but
there's a method to the madness, I'm sure.
Yeah. Plus, I'm putting up. Man, look, I be buying stuff and I just be having it. I got a what they call it, articulating arm for the TV for the wall mount. Yeah. I know I've had it for at least 5 years.
Really?
Haven't used it yet.
Haven't used it yet. I mean, the hardware's still in the plastic. So I just finished drilling some holes. I was going to go ahead on and install it. Then I realized the wife went to sleep, so I didn't want to wake her up.
Yeah, don't do that.
With all the noise and
don't
stuff.
Don't do that. She come up here and we get a visual of her slapping you upside the head.
Yeah.
Like Griff, what is wrong with you?
I know. Yeah. And see, she sleep light anyway, because when I'm going, she be hearing everything. She hears everything.
I bet she does.
Be telling me, go check that out. I'm like, nope, that's why we got Ring cameras.
I know that's one of the one things that I hate doing in my house, like in the middle of the night, because I'm a light sleeper and I go to bed very late anyway. But if I hear a bump in the night, it's like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
You know, depending on what that sound was, let me go grab the gun.
Nah, you're right. You're right. Nah, look, you just gotta be ready at all time, man. That's so that's what it is. Be ready at all time. Just never know.
Yeah, because I think that's one.
Well, I know you always on the. Well, Matthew, you got to be on the alert with all them cars be riding by your house.
I know, right?
I have no choice. I have no choice, man. Sure, I might have to be posted up right outside the window just in case. Especially during the holiday.
So, back to some items that you can buy for your business. Let's talk about some things that we should be looking to re-up for coming in 2023. You know, you got your notary business up and going, you know, whether this was your first year, you've just completed your first year of business, or, you know, you're 4 years in. You know, this is around the time, you know, where you can actually do some damage in a good way of saving some money to purchase, you know, the tools and necessities that you're going to need for your business going forward for 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So what we wanted to do today is kind of discuss some of those things, some of those deals to look out for, especially on Amazon. And for those of y'all that don't know, when you shop on Amazon, I always try to look for the additional deals. It'll be in green. It'll say something like save 8% with the coupon. Make sure you always check the little button that says that gives you a savings. I don't know if I think a lot of people don't know that, because I was looking at a report online that said that was tracking the amount of sales, that amount of times that those buttons get pressed on sales, and it's missed over 40% of the time.
Oh yeah, no, I'm hitting that green button. I'm hitting it.
Yeah. A lot of people don't see it. And it's funny because they've also added another green link up there, so it's kind of hard to recognize it at times, because of the fact that now if it's shipping from a local Amazon hub, now that's in green as well. So it kind of distracts your eye from where that green button usually is, where it tells you what it's saving. So I think they try to catch people with that. But one of the first things that I wanted to bring up that we should be keeping an eye on as business owners and as notaries is ink. All right, your toner cartridge.
Yeah,
this is a great time of year, and you know we're just passing Black Friday. Hopefully, you were paying attention and monitoring those things, not just Christmas gifts for your family and your kids and whatnot, but keep an eye on the price of toner right now.
Yeah, that's gonna be, you know, especially those of you who are mobile, that's providing mobile services, and especially, you know, if you have not experienced a slowdown, or even if you have experienced a slowdown in your area, it's always good for you to be stacking up on, the ink base. And also, I forgot what I was about to say. Man. Look, no, so not only the ink, make sure you are getting the proper ink for your printers, because I know some people want to go cheap, and then you end up messing up the printer because you want to buy a cheaper brand. So make sure you are getting something that goes with the printer that you have. Like, look,
hold on a second. Listen, you can buy cheap ink, okay? You just have to read the instructions. Don't think it's like every other one, because some of them, like some of my printers, have a chip in it, and the cheaper ink doesn't come with the chip, so you have to remove the chip from the ink cartridge that does and put it into the one that doesn't, right? And it'll tell you to do that. But you know, when you're purchasing these things, just make sure you're reading the instructions if you are going to buy cheap ink, and also understand that you're not going to get as many prints out of the cheap ink.
Yeah, that's true.
Just know that up front.
So if someone for someone that's not as tech savvy as you or Q,
Mhm.
and I know you say read the instruction, but we all know folks do not like reading the instruction. That's just what it is.
Then watch the YouTube video. If you don't like reading, watch YouTube. That's what I would tell people to do. If you're trying to save money and you know it's been slow, like let's be real about the situation right now. You know, a lot of people ain't making money the way that we thought that they would be making money, or money hasn't rolled in the same way that it did the year before. Let's call it what it is, right? Let's be honest. If you're trying to save pennies where you can for the time being, do your research. Make sure that you're reading the instructions on the website. Then go to YouTube. Copy and paste the exact name that you see in the Amazon title.
Yep.
Put it into YouTube and look at different reviews. Don't look at one or two. Look at 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Okay. And read the comments in there. A lot of times what ends up happening is, especially on Amazon, you'll find, and definitely with technology, you will find that, you know, these companies, they pay for reviews. I think everybody knows that by now.
Yep.
On Amazon.
Just like these Instagram, just like these Instagram accounts, right?
Yeah,
But
I'm
we're
sure
not
some
gonna
people
go
are
there.
spending on that for holidays,
yeah,
you
we
know,
are
buying
not gonna
views
go
and
there.
everything, but we ain't gonna go there. You know, when you go to YouTube and you watch the reviews, you're not going to get those paid reviews. You're going to get people that are either thinking about purchasing or have purchased that will tell you their actual experiences with some of these products. And I find that some of the most useful information when I'm trying to make a decision on whether or not I want to purchase a product or not. I mean, recently I just did that when I purchased a PC case for my new computer.
Yeah.
You know, for what I was looking for, of course, all the reviews from the official websites was, oh, this is great and everything else. But then when you go look at people that are, you know, hobbyists that use these things on a regular basis, you know, you start getting different information, like there's not enough airflow, or if you're going to purchase this case, make sure that you purchase additional fans to help remove some of the heat from the case so you don't experience thermal throttling. Right. And that's when your system slows down because of how hot the components are inside and you don't get the same performance.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Right. So it's really important that, you know, if you're going to start looking at ways to save money, you definitely can. I highly encourage you to, because you can save a whole lot of money if you just educate yourself a little bit and not only listen to the big brands and what they have to say, but listen to the hobbyists that are in it and they enjoy working with these things as a hobby, because they'll tell you the ins and out of anything that you're going to purchase.
Yeah, you're right. And another thing that I like to do if I'm looking for reviews, like if I'm looking for a product, I try to go as far as a product that has like at least over 1,000 reviews. And what I'll do is within those reviews, so I'll click on the 5-star just to see what those folks are saying, if they're sharing any pictures, if they're sharing any videos of it, and then I'll go to the 2-star reviews, you know, just to just to get like a just a different point of view of what may be working for someone and what may not be working for someone else. But look, the reviews on Amazon will help. And just like you said, if you are buying the cheaper ink, just do your research and read the instructions.
Yeah, definitely. You know, what Mathurin mentioned there and looking at the 2-star, you know, a lot of times, you know, I know I'll do it, is I'll be so in love with a product that I've been looking for and I'm like, oh yeah, this is the one.
Yeah.
That I won't want to look at the 1-star or the 2-star because I don't want them to tell me something I don't want to know because I just want to buy it.
Oh yeah.
They might just say something that you don't like about it, and then you're
it's like, don't change my mind. Please don't change my mind.
Nah, same here. See, I be doing the same thing too at times. I try to avoid it, but you know, you have to know what can go wrong with it. You know, so it's very important for you guys to do that.
Yeah. Well, for you business owners, I mean, for those of you who actually have a business, you probably going to want to go to my YouTube page and look at the description, because I have a link in there for y'all to set up your own Amazon account, that 30-day business account. And sometimes most of the time they start you off with about $1,000 or $2,000 credit limit. and everything. Plus, there's a video I have out there that breaks all of that stuff down. So
that's right. The Amazon business account. I think we talked about that a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah, so all you got to do is just go on YouTube and look up Griffin Notary Amazon business, and you'll see the video. And I walk you step by step through the whole thing to get the account. And our previous guest, Samantha Smith, she got it. She went and did it and got her account and off and running. And I mean, you get to buy stuff, and then 30 days later, you pay it off. I mean, that's a good deal. That is a really, really, really good deal.
Absolutely. So other than ink toner, what are some other things that you think people should be keeping an eye on as far as prices go this holiday season?
I mean, shoot, what, your folders, depending on, unless you're getting fancy with the little plastic ones, but the regular manila folders, catch them on sale. Your pens, really. Like I use the G2. Now I know a lot of people like to use the tool, but for whatever reason I can't find a refill on the tools. So I go and get. I use the G2.
Yeah,
and most of the clients that I deal with, they like the G2.
See, I'm a G2 guy myself. Now, Griff, do you like the .07 or the .05?
I get both.
See, I'm a .05 guy. But
I like the .05 better, but the reason why I got the 7 is because I found that a lot of people who are left-handed. They tend to turn their hands a certain way to where not enough ink is coming out with the .5. So I use the .7 for them, or the .7 for the older people. Or if you see somebody that likes to press down extra hard, because that's just how they normally write, then I go with the .7 because the .5 is like a daggone knife, and it'll just cut through the paper.
Yep. See, I give out the .7s to my customers, and I keep the .5 for myself.
And that's typically how I do it. Yeah, I typically do it that way. But yeah, I'm looking for refills. I'm looking for my little stickies, my little flags and stuff. Little deals on that. What else?
You know what's a good thing that you can treat yourself with?
Paper clips.
Paper clips is one thing. A card holder. Get yourself a solid business card holder. Okay? Don't have those things flapping around in your purse or in your pocket or nothing like that. Get yourself a solid business card holder. Look out for the prices on them. They're not that expensive, but man, you have no idea how much more professional you look when somebody asks for your business card and you pull out a card holder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, I got one. I'm holding one.
Mine's on my dresser.
Yeah, I got one right here.
So you're not going through your bag looking crazy and stuff. I know
man. And you know what? I keep mine right next to my wallet. So that's part of before I leave my house, I put my wallet in my back pocket, and I put my business card holder in my left hand pocket. It's always in the same place. I know exactly where it is. I'm smooth on the draw with it too, like Billy the Kid.
Well, then that brings up the other point. You need to get some more business cards.
Business cards, absolutely.
Hey, folks say that they don't use business cards anymore. Now.
That's retarded.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a couple of people out there. They're real adamant. They're like, I don't ever use the business card in the ditch. Look, I get it, but some people just like, if you depending on who you're dealing with, you got to know your audience. I'd rather just give them a business card, because sometimes you come across somebody who don't know how to use technology, and you trying to thumb it up, and they trying to thumb it up, and I ain't got time.
I mean, people struggle now with the QR pay for Venmo, right? Because I accept Venmo payments, right? I have that link with my business account and everything. Smooth process. I have the my QR code saved on my desktop on my phone, so all I have to do is press it, and my little QR code comes right up. All I have to do is scan it. You would be amazed at how difficult that is for people.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. For some people, it's very difficult. So I'm fine with business cards. I mean, I don't call me old school, whatever, but there are times where having a business card works. I mean, if you're in a networking event, and depending on how the networking event is flowing, you may have to be able to just hand business cards out real quickly, rather than, okay, let me scan your QR code. Let me scan your, and let's just say the person left their phone at their table or left it somewhere because they don't want to have it on them while they mingling around, or they got a couple of drinks in their hand.
That's true.
Yeah, you're right. Or how about at the grocery store? You're walking through and you got your notary shirt on. You got your notary store from Captivated, notarystore.com. You got your shirt on. And you're walking in the grocery store and says, oh, you're a notary? Hey, can I get your card real fast? But they've got their kids with them. Right, and the kids is busy. Do they have time to take out their phone and scan your business card and do all this stuff? That's also kind of personal, you know. I don't know you, but I'm gonna share my phone information with you. And I'm gonna touch my phone. I don't know. You might have some type of scanner on there. You can scan my credit card. Like, not everybody is bought into that technology yet.
No.
Right.
And sometimes it's just easier to flip out a card and say, here's my card. It's nice to meet you, and keep it moving.
That's it.
Because now here's the question. What are you going to say to the person if they ask for your card and they don't want to do the scan thing? Are you going to sit there and let that business walk away all because you want to be hip and cool on the digital side?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. You know, that's the thing. Now, of course, the saying could be true said if somebody is saying, well, let me, now somebody just asked me, say, hey, text me your information. That's easy to do.
Right.
That's easy to do, you know. Okay, fine, you know, because most people are not saying, "Hey, let me scan your QR code for your business card." They're not asking you. You're telling them that you have that ability, but most people aren't going around saying, "Well, when I meet somebody, I'm gonna ask them to let me scan their QR code for their business card." They're not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, of course, as a backup to me, which I don't have, you can have a QR code on your card for the person who says, well, can I just scan your card? Here you go. So you want because then that way you can say, do you want my card or do you want to just scan the QR code for my information digitally? Now you're giving them an option. So you have a few business cards in case they want to, and then you have the QR code on there. You know, now I just ordered some business cards and I forgot all about the QR code. So I ordered 1,000, so it's too late now.
It's too late now. You're done for that for the moment.
Yeah,
you know.
And now don't go ghetto. No, look, don't be all on ghetto and trailer parkish, and then be sitting up there cutting out paper QR codes and sticking them on the back of you.
Oh man,
taping them.
The struggle is real if you're starting out.
Hey.
If
you do that, I understand, but you need to get away from that as quickly as you possibly can.
Quickly as you possibly can is right, man.
And I would say even have a business card. Plus a business card, if you're going into title offices or other, the front desk receptionist, give them your business card so that they can give them to the people in the back.
Correct.
That's how you do it. I mean, heck, you have a business card and they had the little fishbowl there saying, hey, you know, you could win a free lunch. If we pull your business card, I put my business cards in there and I make sure my business card is like on the side of the bowl so it's facing the front. So when people walk up, they look inside the bowl and that's a notary. Yeah. And I put a couple of extras in there and everything, you know. I put my business card on the boards at businesses or restaurants or whatever, you know, like Wawa back in the day. Wawa had a board and you could stick your business card up there. Yeah. So, I mean, of course you can put a QR code up there, but again, somebody might not feel like trying to scan it.
True.
I mean, let's be honest about this whole QR code. I mean, let's call it what it is. How many times have you been out and you just stop and you scan a QR code?
I don't.
When COVID came out, all the restaurants switched to the QR code, and that was the most annoying thing in the world, not being able to hold a menu. Yeah, I'm being honest with you. I didn't like having to scan the QR code to pull up a menu. No, give me the menu. I want to see the menu. I want to hold it. I want to see the nice pictures of the nice looking ribs and the buttery hamburger.
Your cheesecake, right?
That's good.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, Q love cheesecake, guys. I'm just letting you guys know that right now.
Right.
We gotta remind you guys to send him a nice cheesecake every time.
That's right.
You know what? I can't wait till you go out of town and we don't record, so we don't have to deal with this. I'll just play it, man. I'll just play it. So business cards, the business card holder, definitely good. You know, now's a great time to check up on those prices. flyers, get them made at Captivated Notary Marketing Solutions. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna come out with something for the holidays. Take off a little something.
Yeah.
But hey, if you want something personalized, you want something holiday seasony, and you want to put Q to work and get creative for you, so you can get Captivated, hit me up. I'm open for business, especially for the holiday. I already got a couple people that are looking to do some incredible things that we're working on now, which is going to be pretty dope. So if you want something for the holiday season that's spectacular, that's out of this world, hit me up at Captivated Notary Marketing Solutions. All right, we'll take care of you.
Yeah, it's true. And not as far as the deals, those of us who are like mobile, I'm not sure. I'm sure Griff might have something, but just have yourself like it's like a go bag, because you just never know, where you might be at. Get some paper towels in there, some hand sanitizers. If you want to,
it's winter time, bro. You get some blankets.
Look, it's all depending where you're at. It's all depending where you're at. Like up here.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
It's up here in Mass, like we was talking about. I was talking about getting the heated vest.
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
Right,
and I think they're on sale right now too.
Yeah, that right there is gonna be. It's a good investment, especially when I'm out there shoveling the snow. For those of you guys who was watching the videos last winter, how my car got, my car was frozen shut. I couldn't even open the door.
Your car was frozen.
Man, you out there in the snow. If you have that heated vest, I think that's gonna be a game changer. You can just throw that on and go to your appointment, and just keep it moving. And another thing you guys might want to consider. I know we talk about paper and ink. Q had mentioned that earlier in the conversation that we was having, as far as like having multiple chargers, especially if you're on the go.
Yeah.
So that way you're not grabbing the charger from your kid's room, you bringing it with you. So make sure you have multiple chargers. And
now's a good time to stock up on those USB-C cords and those cell phone charger cords and everything like that. Now's a really good time to find deals on those. So stock up on them, so that way you're not running down to the corner store and buying one of those $5.99 ones that are going to ruin the battery on your phone and break within 2 weeks. And then you back buying another one that's $14.99 because you think it's better because it's braided, but it's still rubber. Go ahead and get you some quality ones on Amazon. Stock up on them.
Absolutely. And check your local store. I know it's not just about just a supply that you need for your business. Again, because I'm fully mobile. Tires. You need to find those deal on tires, guys. It's gonna be the holiday. You're doing a lot of
that's
driving.
another good one.
Make sure that you are calling different stores in your area and trying to find some good deals on tires, because they will be out there.
Tires and windshield wipers. You don't know how many people, especially up here in the Northeast when we're dealing with snow and everywhere else that's dealing with snow, how many people struggle to see while they're driving. You can tell that they're struggling because their wipers aren't working.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you don't need that. You don't need that up here, I can tell you that.
Yeah, that is no good. And according to science and the meteorologist, we're supposed to experience El Nino this year.
Oh, really?
During wintertime, yeah. So expect a lot of ice rain, snow and stuff like that, but more ice than snow, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Ice is a little bit different. Ice is different, you know what I mean? It's different than snow. Snow, you can have some traction. Ice, man, good luck.
I'll be slipping and sliding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be slipping and sliding. Oh, man, that is... that is
out here like Trick Daddy.
Yeah. Oh man. So that that's another thing. I think Griff, when we were talking, Griff, you had mentioned as far as a chair, if you like folks should get like an office chair.
Yeah, if you're doing Ron.
Oh yeah. Get you a good office chair.
Yeah, for those of you folks doing Ron, invest in a chair, man, a good chair.
Iron Iron Horse. Oh, but before we go to the chair, with the Matthew was talking about the that Iron Horse chair is $5,000. But with the USB plugs, you also want to get a portable battery pack.
Yep.
Yeah, and I like those portable battery packs. Also in my description on my YouTube channel is a link to my to my Amazon store, and I got all and there's a thing called Notary gear and survival gear, something like that. In there, got all kinds of stuff that you can buy for your thing. And having a portable battery thing, not just a little square one, but one that has 3 or 4 USB ports on it.
Yeah.
They can power up. Matter of fact, they powerful enough to power up the scanners.
Yeah, and if you can actually get those that are what do they call the solar ones that are powered by solar, so that way you don't even have to worry about plugging them in. Just stick them in the dashboard of your car, let them power up, and you'll always have it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See, I might have to look into that.
I got one of those. Actually, I just found it again. It was with all my survival gear that I just went through recently. I was looking at my rig. I got my plates and everything else like that, just in case.
Sure, that's another thing That's another thing I need to get.
Counting those green tips that I got from my AR.
Get better at is making those survival bags and stuff.
Need no armor piercing. Sit up here, no. You do not need no armor piercing.
I mean, you never know.
You never know.
You never know. You never know.
Well, with that 30, 60, and 500 day, you got to pierce through the daggone vault to get your money.
Right?
You never know. Hey,
especially with them talking about these net 90s.
Just might have to go out there and grab them myself, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, you never know when you might need some of these things. I'm just saying, they're out there. With them green tips is real. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Another thing.
Yeah, but I'm always looking for different little gadgets and stuff. I mean,
I was going to say embroidered shirts. A lot of people, they come to me, I make a lot of logos, and that's something that we always talk about, putting your logo on a shirt. Look at the prices right now. A lot of these stores, a lot of your local stores are going to be running deals right now because it is the holiday season. See if you can get 15% off on getting some logo shirts made for yourself. It helps out a lot. Instant branding. I know a lot of people out there are talking about the ID cards and everything else. I don't travel with an ID card because my shirt says "Q the Notary" and my name is Quentin. There's really not much to ask. The question.
No, not at all. Shoot, I had a guy at Walmart a couple months ago. I was wearing my shirts and he stopped me. And he wanted to take a picture of the back of my shirt. He was like, "I've never seen this. You have everything on there." And then he started going into how his buddy's a notary, but his buddy's not marketing. And he wanted to send his picture to his buddy to let him know that he's slacking.
Good.
But hey, you know what? He stopped me. We talk about where I travel, some of the services that I'm able to provide, and he took a picture. He took a picture of my shirt. Like everybody that. If they see me at the store, I've come to realize that I've had a lot of interaction with the resident here. And they'll just, "Yo, that's Mathurin." I'm like, "Have we met?" "Yeah, you did."
Yep.
You notarized this document for my mom, or you notarized this document for my sister this one time. I'm like, "Oh, okay." Half the time, I don't remember your name, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that you remember me.
That's what happens when you are branding yourself and you do good business. That's what happens when you do a lot of local notary work. People start to know who you are and they start to understand what it is that you offer, and you become one of the go-to resources in your community. That is the whole purpose of marketing when you're doing general notary work, just in general, just in business in general. You want to have that recognition within your community.
Yep.
Right. And don't be afraid to put your business name out there and wear it proudly. I don't leave my house without representing something of my business, whether it's Captivated or it's Q the Notary. I got something on that's from both.
Yeah.
Hoodies. I got, more business casual fleeces. I've got the shirts with my name on them. You know, I'm about to get the winter hat because I ain't got my locks now. Now I can actually wear a winter hat that works right. The locks is gone. Oh man, I just thought about that. I ain't gonna have my locks for the winter time. My head gonna be freezing. It's been years since I felt that cold.
Well, see, that's why I always keep plenty of skull caps.
Yeah,
I keep at least 2-3 skull. Now, something you also like for me, I get those Under Armour type shirts.
Those are good.
I don't buy the Under Armour brand.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, those things keep you warm. And I didn't realize they got some that has that's more for the winter time. That has like a little bit of fleece on the inside. Man, those things keep you nice and warm. I'm telling you. So yeah, the skull caps, the long socks, the thicker socks, and everything to keep the feet warm.
Ooh, pro tip for the women buying gifts for the husbands: everything that Griff is saying, and thermals. Thermals are amazing.
Yeah, that great.
Oh yeah, I got those. Yeah, I got my thermals.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best gifts that you can get, especially because we gotta go out there and shovel the snow. Give me some thermals. What? I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you a long time. Give me some thermals. I don't like being cold.
Nah, that cold, man. That cold is something else, man.
I know. I'm a tropical brother, man.
Oh yeah.
Nah, that is good. That's good stuff. And another thing, I have, I know I'm pretty sure that they sell them. I'm not sure if you guys have those the small trash, those trash. It's not a trash bag. It's like a little mini trash can or something like that in the car. So, you might want to invest in that, especially if you're out and about all day. Because one thing I hate, if I'm snacking and I'm just throwing the food right there, right on the floor. So if you can have you little mini trash can in the car, so that
that's actually a good idea.
That's pretty good because I've had that.
Or a car organizer, especially for like all those FedEx envelopes and whatnot. Get yourself a nice little car organizer for the back, so that way you have it, or on the side of your seat, so that way you have it nice and organized, so you can just pull, boom, boom, bang it out.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a car organizer. It does come in handy to just dump stuff in. Now, one of the things I also had to pick up was a air pump, because since I use rental cars, sometimes the rental car tires be having nails and slow leaks in them and stuff. And what's a trip? If you report that, depending on the rental car company, if you let them know to say, hey, yeah, I noticed it was the tire has a slow leak in it, they blame you and they want to charge you for fixing the tire.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I was like, yeah, I think one of your tires leaked. They said, yeah, that'd be $144. I was like, for what? Because the tire got a slow leak. I'm like, I didn't do it. It was already like that.
There's no way I could have known that when we walked through the car before.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's not something that y'all check when you do a wraparound car. I used to rent cars for Avis when I was younger, so I know the wraparound that they're supposed to do with you to go over any bodily damage or anything prior to you taking the vehicle. They never check tire pressure or at all. It's not even part of the protocol. So there's no way that they could say that you did it. Well, that's at least for Avis.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right, guys, let's take a quick break, and we're gonna come back and finish this up. I'm sure there's a couple more things that we'd like to add to this list of things to look out for on your holiday season. Spend on your business. We'll be right back.
Do you need a little help advertising your notary business? Captivated Notary Marketing Solutions helps you better build your business locally. It's the only service we offer. Created by founder Quentin to assist other notaries be successful. We offer affordable solutions like unique custom logos, premium digital ads, and multiple options to help you build your social media presence. Visit us online at www.captivatednotaryms.com. Subscribe today and get captivated.
www.captivatednotarystore.com. It's Captivated, baby.
Yup, that's the name that we go by when we let the post fly.
It's Captivated, baby.
We got hoodies and tees for all your notary needs. Know what I'm talking about?
It's Captivated, baby.
Nobody does it like me, so it's best to believe when you see it.
It's Captivated, baby.
Yeah, we do this. We got the newness. Just don't forget.
It's Captivated, baby. Q, the Notary Supremo.
t-shirt ad sounding just like a demo. Podcast on blast, shout out to our demo. Graph how I laugh with my foot on this pedal. Somehow I lost my mind. Have you seen all these designs? And I sell them things cheap, $24.99. What's your name? What's your size? Forget it, never mind. The Captivated store, or to pay another time. A notary that rhymes, yes, that's him, lady. Commission with these writtens, I've been spitting crazy. Witness all the ways we give it, all we say that we do. It's true, it's guess Captivated, baby.
www.captivatednotarystore.com.
It's Captivated, baby. Witness all the ways we give it, all we say that we do. It's true, it's Captivated, baby.
Weren't gone that long, even though you were only gone for like a minute and 20 seconds. We just took a quick break just to regroup. I just had some wonderful tasty ham. It had a nice little glaze on it and everything. It's very tasty, very holiday seasoning. So the way that we're it just happened to work out that way. So the way that we're gonna end this podcast, you know, we always try to do something that's a little less business oriented. So I got a question for the guys. All right. You know, I'm not sure how everybody celebrates the holidays between Griff and Mathurin and myself, but so I'm gonna pose a hypothetical question and I need an answer. So if you were putting out like tradition of putting out cookies for Santa Claus, right? Today, right now, instead of cookies, if it wouldn't be cookies, what would you ask for your kids to put out on a plate for you for Santa Claus to come eat while they go to sleep and you bring all the presents?
Oh man, so for Santa Claus, probably a shotgun.
You don't eat lead. Come on,
hey,
man.
the zombie apocalypse will be eating lead.
No, man, I'm serious. If your little girl was like, "Daddy, we gotta put something out for Santa Claus," what would you tell that Santa Claus wants her to put out for him?
Maybe
ACH form so I can get his bank account information to pay me back for all the daggone gifts.
We need a refund.
All this extra I gotta do that he trying to take
right?
credit for.
We need a refund.
We a little
we
chunky
might have to
behind.
just take out Santa Claus. I'm sorry.
I ain't got nothing for the dude. I'm sorry, I ain't got nothing for him. I ain't got nothing for him. He get a dagger. He most definitely ain't getting the cheesecake, so nah, he ain't getting nothing.
Well, I'll play along with my own question here. I'm asking Santa Claus for some snickerdoodles, and the reason why I say snickerdoodles is because I haven't had them since my grandmother was well enough to make them before she passed away. So I would ask that Santa Claus, you know, my daughter to go tell her mama to bake some snickerdoodles, so that way she can put them out for Santa Claus, so I can have some snickerdoodles.
I got you. Yeah, that's you being nice. That's that. What?
Come on, man. See, y'all making this shotgun shells and everything.
Saying,
Come on, man. It's an innocent question.
We're just saying that we're not giving him
I can't get. What you talking about? What? We supposed to give him something? He's supposed to give us something.
Man, you put it out for yourself, basically. What you want? What you want, man? What you want for the treat?
Sure.
I just want his bank account information so I can get refunded for all this stuff.
Santa Claus ain't got no banking information. Remember, they make everything in the workshop.
Yeah, sure. That is true. Well,
all right, then you're gonna have to call for some of them L's because I got some stuff to be cleaned around the house and rake these leaves.
How about the blackmail Santa Claus on ice?
That's right. Send about 3-4 of them every time it snows so they can clear my driveway out.
That's it. You know, that's all we ask for.
That's all I need from them. I need some manual labor.
All right. Since y'all don't want to go along with this, what about holiday movies? Speaking of being Santa Claus, Tim Allen, the Santa Claus. Where's that rate on your scale of holiday movies?
Oh man, you're really not gonna like this. And I said, oh no, I've never seen that movie.
Okay.
Well, I guess you know.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. I think he had 2 of them. I think I've seen it. Yeah. It was all right.
First one was all right.
Yeah, I think the classic one is Home Alone. You know, I think everybody like Home Alone.
Yeah, that's
I
a
ain't
must
like it.
watch. You don't have to like it, Griff. We know you
I ain't like it. I can't deal with bratty kids, man. I'm sorry. I can't deal with bratty kids, man. No matter how good the moment the kid gets all bratty and stuff, I'm like, man, will somebody just grab the kid? I won't say the S word with the L in it that ends in a P, but somebody like slightly aggressively grab the kid and like, look, stop being a brat.
just slightly grab the kid.
I mean,
Yeah,
but you
just
got to
get the
mind
kid's
the fact that the
attention.
kid he figured out a way to survive when people trying to break into his house, and he held it down.
Nah.
Come on now.
Well, I guess we can give him credit.
Man, the average kid wouldn't even be doing that. That kid the average kid been scared, crying.
That's
been
not true.
Ran out.
That's not true. My son would have ran up and gotten his little rifle that he got for himself and held it down. He
Hey,
knew what
look
to
here,
do.
man. The kids in the hood get left alone all the time. Ain't nobody recording.
Well, the thieves ain't going out there in the hood.
Right? That'd probably be where they should go to get that $700.
The only thing
$2,000
is-
TV up in the projects. Let me stop.
if thieves
I need
going-
to edit that out.
Damn. Yeah, ain't nobody.
I'm not laughing at nobody. I'm just laughing at the thought of it. That's all, because it's true.
Nah, thieves ain't going out to them trailer parks and through the hood. Unless they the ones who left the trailer park in the hood and then they coming back with their spoils. But
Nah.
True.
Yeah, I think that's probably the only movie that I can think of.
All right, so Mathurin, we know Griff is out of this question. Mathurin, Home Alone 1 or Home Alone 2?
I will have to go with the first one, man. I know they try to remake it a couple years ago. That was trash.
Mhm.
I was like,
Yeah, I think Home Alone 3. They may be on Home Alone 4, but Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2 are always going to be like top notch.
But the last one that they tried to do, I'm not sure who played the kid, but I didn't even bother watching it. I didn't go to the movies. I didn't bother renting it. And even if it's on Netflix, I wouldn't be watching it for free. So it's like,
Nah, I hear you on that one. I hear you on that one. Now, am I right? Is The Wizard of Oz, is that a Christmas? Do they play that around Christmas or is that around New Year's? I forget which one.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. Actually, the I can't think of her name. The lady who plays Dorothy. When I was in the 6th grade, when I was homeschooled, the teacher that homeschooled me, she's related to her. Yeah, so
cool.
and then she would talk about their family background and whatnot. So I'm like, all right, cool. I think I've seen it maybe one time, but now that I know some of the lessons that's behind it, I'm gonna have to go rewatch it. Now that I done got some wisdom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go rewatch it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just to see how things are played out.
Definitely, there's a lot there. There's definitely a lot there to take in when you look at it from a different perspective, so to say.
Oh yeah, no, that is good.
That's one of those movies that they always play at a certain time of year. What's another one? The Sound of Music is one that always comes up during the holidays.
Yeah, the King and I.
Yeah, The King and I is another one.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one?
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, for Christmas, I mean, I don't celebrate Christmas anymore, but one of the movies that I used to like to look at was the Jingle All the Way and stuff. Primarily because it had Sinbad in it.
Yeah, it was Sinbad. That was funny, man. He played a good co-star on that one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good movie. There's a lot of energy in that movie. I think that's why I like that one so much.
Yeah, it was some good energy. Yeah, some real good energy in there. Yeah, it was funny. That one was good. And then Die Hard. I mean, to me, that's the best Christmas. One of the best Christmas movies.
Oh yeah,
Die Hard.
I like the ultra aggressive Christmas movies that are around action movies. Those are really dope. One of the most recent ones that came out was Fat Man with Mel Gibson. That was, man, there's so much blood and guns in that. I loved it. I loved it. It's the only right I want to see on Christmas.
I didn't know that was.
You know what? That's what me and Griff was about to do to Santa. You know, in the beginning.
I personally don't celebrate Christmas myself either. The kids, they have another side that does, so I'm tolerant for, their sake. Just keep things civil.
Yeah, of course.
But I told my children very early on, to the dismay of a lot of parents, that Santa Claus was not real. I was not going to give this man all the credit for all the work that I did.
Not at all.
And we unlifted that veil pretty young.
Yeah, I think my son was probably maybe 3 when I tell him there's no such thing as Santa Claus. The look on his face was like priceless. But now,
yeah, I think my son was about the same age, like 3 days into conception. I told him, I said, 3 days after conception, I like, Santa, hey, whatever they tell you when you in NICU and you're in a little baby incubator waiting for us to take you home, then I'm buying the stuff. Don't you believe that? Don't you believe that?
I think both of the kids are aware of it, but at the same time, just like you say, Q, we have to, be mindful, other family members, that does participate in it. We have to respect their wishes, and that's what I always tell the kids. I'm like, just because we don't participate in it doesn't mean that we disrespect those who does. And if they want to get you something, or they come by, that's cool. That's cool. We show everybody love and respect, but just know, Daddy ain't going out buying a huge Christmas tree and putting it in here.
Nah, you're right. You want to know what the issue is? And this is a real deal issue. When you decide to not participate in things and still respect other people's rights to participate in things and think nothing of the fact that they participate, it's like, hey, whatever, you do what you do. Why do you have to be the bad guy for not participating? They have an issue with you not participating.
Yeah.
When I have issues with what you're participating in, but I'm not going to voice them, right? I'm not going to rain on your parade. I'm not going to argue or debate. I'm just going to remove myself peacefully and just say, hey, enjoy your holiday. Why is it that when you can respect them, they can't respect you? That is an issue.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing I have when it comes to Halloween. I've never been a Halloween person, and people try to get me to do that. I won't even, and I purposely, like I think I said in the other broadcast, I purposely will not wear orange and black, because I don't want somebody trying to associate with, although I like the color scheme, but because I know where people mind go, it's like October, you wearing orange and black, and all of that. It's like, nah, that's why I don't wear red and nothing candy cane-ish or any of that during November. Really, pretty much November. Basically, from October through the end of the year, I really do pay attention to what I wear and my color schemes, because I don't want people getting the wrong impression. And then when I don't reciprocate the same holiday cheer back to them, then they're like, oh, what's wrong with you? And all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I don't celebrate it. Well, why are you wearing those colors? I'm like, because they look good on me, and I look good on them. Yeah, I'm like, whatever.
Newsflash for all of the listeners. This is hot off of the presses. The cast of the Notaries Unsealed team is 3 Grinches. You've got 3 of us.
That's I'm glad you mentioned that, Griff, because I've run into that type of situation as well, where people, I think it was Q that mentioned, people would get mad because you be like, no, I don't acknowledge this. Like they really get upset because of the fact that you don't acknowledge it, but at the same time you're showing them respect. It's like you're not disrespecting them for participating. It's like, no, it's fine. Yeah,
no,
it's like,
you.
I stopped doing it. I stopped doing it a while ago. Oh man, what's wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me. I just choose not to participate. Why is that an issue for you?
We don't get the same respect back when it comes to it.
Yeah, and then the next thing you know, the next day after all of that, you still got to go to work to pay all that stuff off. Kid done broke half of it. People always trying to return. Make sure you leave a tag. See, I ain't got to go through all that. I ain't got time for all that. Yeah,
we don't do that around here. I think the biggest holiday that it took a lot of people to adjust with, and even still today, I get some pushback on is Thanksgiving. I don't participate. I don't give any energy to Thanksgiving. Why? Because I'm an American Indian. And I know the history behind it. There's absolutely no way that I participate in that holiday. I respect those. Hey, if that's what you want to do, perfectly fine. Leave me alone. I'm going to watch some football and do what I do every other day.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. That makes perfect sense. We just, I just hope that more people will be more understanding the same way we are understanding to the fact that they are celebrating it. You just have to be understanding to someone else that may not be, willing to participate, or even if you used to participate and now you no longer participate. But it's like folks just want you to just go along with everything. Like, it does not matter what it is. It's like, oh, if I'm doing it, you should be doing it. No, you have your own rights. It's your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's offensive. It's completely offensive to try to push that on. So, well, why don't you? Well, I'm not sitting here asking you, why do you? Just take it for what it is and say, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like just like Notary. Why? Well, if I'm explaining the documents, why don't you explain the documents? I'm like, hey, I don't explain the documents because my state law tells me I don't have to. Well, I know mine don't, but I still do it anyway. It's like, well, that's on you.
Yeah,
and next thing you know, they start a clubhouse.
Documents.
Yeah, fussing about why he won't explain the documents and I explain them. What's wrong with him? You're making it hard on us notaries. That's why our fees are dropping. That's why we can't get paid for 180 days, because you won't explain the documents.
Yeah, it's a
okay. You keep believing that. I just seen that pig fly in the sky too.
I'm like, man, just respect what other people do. I mean, not everybody is raised the same. That's the beauty of this earth, is that everybody is different. But you can't pick and choose when to let people be different.
Right.
And that's what happens sometimes. They're trying to pick and choose, like, well, because it's this holiday time, I mean, when you really sit back and research this stuff, you find out, especially when I learned about the Krampus and all of that, I'm like, oh, that's what this about? Oh, wow. Okay. Gotcha. When you start understanding the true origin of those ornaments on the tree, they're like, oh. And see, here's the thing. And I know people probably, well, okay, we don't want to listen to y'all no more during the holiday season. But look, here's the thing. Most people get upset because if you, quote unquote, get away with actually exercising your right to not believe something or support something that everybody else is doing, it then calls into question, like, well, maybe you need to look at it for yourself. But people get such a high off of this time of the year because they're empowered by it, by being able to say, I gave the better gift than this person and all of that.
Right.
If you was to actually find out what a lot of this stuff really means, and then you had to find a more non-monetary creative way to be a blessing to somebody, that's hard for a lot of people. That's hard.
I'm going to put a challenge out there to the Notaries Unsealed family. And actually, I'm going to challenge you guys too. So since we're talking about being a blessing to somebody and giving a gift, I'm going to challenge everyone that hears this within this holiday season to give 2 hours of your time to your community. And if you want, I will help you put something together for Facebook to let your community know that you're going to be giving 2 hours of your time of doing free notarizations.
Oh, yeah.
I will help you. There's a challenge. You can reach me at info@captivatednotaryms.com.
Yep.
Yeah. That's all you got to do. Yeah, that's right on point.
Yeah, we give them.
Yeah. But yeah.
You know.
I'm going to be doing it, and I'll put it out there on Instagram and everywhere else for everybody else to see it. I challenge everybody to give to your community, give them a gift, and give them at least 2 hours of free notarizations.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
No, that's on point there.
That's a good idea right there.
Yep.
Well, fellas, I think we can cut this episode a little short this time. I think the past couple episodes we've gone a little bit longer than what we usually do, so we're gonna let the audience go a little bit early. We're just getting in from this holidays and running around and being busy and whatnot, and spending time with family and whatnot and everything. Because the kids is on holiday schedule and everything else too with school and whatnot. So we're gonna go ahead and close this one out. You fellas got anything else that you'd like to say?
Nah, I'm good, man.
No, I'm good too. I hope you guys have a good holiday and enjoy yourself and be safe. And
I mean, we're gonna talk to him next week.
You know what? Well, just
we
just in case, within the week, be safe out there. Be safe out there.
Just remember, Mathurin told you to be safe out there and have a happy holiday. Just in case we forget to say it later on in the month, as we get closer and we get meaner and grinchier.
Yeah, next year.
That's my everyday life. Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey,
We know
love
the
your life, love your business, and love yourselves. We're out here. Peace.
We know the reason unsealed. Put the stamp down and stop in front of the mic. Here we go. Took the game over. We home now. We soldiers. Griff, Mathurin, and Q the podcast. You can't hold us. Y'all heard the word. Y'all heard the word. Griff, Mathurin, and Q. Yeah, we on the verse. So diverse with no rehearse. That's how we work. Authentic when we give it. If we said it, then we meant it. Not to be confused with other people's views. They get it how they get it, and we get it how we do. Look, homie, this a whole different game. We got a whole different aim. We in a whole different lane. Yeah. We know the reason unsealed. This my everyday life. We know the reason unsealed. Every day I hustle out here living it right. We know the reason unsealed. Put the stamp down and step in front of the mic. Took the game over. We home now. We soldiers. Griff, Mathurin, and Q the podcast. You can't hold us. We know the reason unsealed. Every day I hustle out here living it right. We know the reason unsealed. This my everyday life.